Hey, we're going to pick up volume of pyramids and cones on page 5. We are going to change the formula just a little bit here from prisms and cylinders. You'll recognize the B and the H, again, the area of the base. Oops. But because we're talking about a volume of a pyramid, we have this additional part here, this 1/3. Basically, if you've got a pyramid and you have a prism with the same exact height and the same exact base, the pyramid is 1/3 of the volume. So just a matter of, again, finding the area of the base. In a pyramid, it's much easier. You will really only have one clear choice. It'll be opposite that vertex, that top point. These are all going to be square pyramids on this page, so our formula will always be one side squared. So the volume is going to rely on the area of the base, in this case 100. 1/3, area of the base is 100, and then you're going to multiply by the height, which is 12. And you end up with 400 here. And this is cubic yards. Just one little reminder, recall the difference between slant height and regular height. We're talking about the elevator here, up and down the middle. That will help us with volume. This slant height down the side, the escalator as I call it, will be for surface area. So when you look at this problem, obviously the area of the base, we're going to use this 16. So area of the base is 16 squared. But now we are going to use the inside height, so h is 15. So volume will equal 1/3. Area of the base, which is 256, multiplied by the height, which is 15. And we got 1,280 cubic inches. We'll have you try this last one here and check it with the completed notes. We'll move on to volume then for a cone. Cone follows that same pattern. You'll recognize the pi r squared times h. This is the volume of the cylinder. And then we have a 1/3 out front. This 1/3 is how much a cone, the volume of the cone compared to the volume of the cylinder. And this one, because again we have a circle, anytime you have a cone, it's a circle, we can be more specific with our area of the base, and we can say pi r squared. So it's just a matter of using the formula. This one is 1/3 pi, the radius is 4, so we got a 4 squared, multiplied by the height, which is 6. Plug it all into your calculator. And we get right around 100.5 cubic centimeters for this question. We'll do one more together, and I'll have you try the next one on your own, but I want to just take a moment and make sure that we know where these buttons are on the calculator. So I'll set this one up first. Volume formula, volume equals 1/3 pi. The radius is 9.5. We'll square that and we'll multiply by 16.8. All right, so on your calculator, how is this going to look? Well, when you do 1/3, there's no fraction button on calculators. Fraction is just division. So it should look like this on your calculator. Okay? It should be parenthesis 1 divided by 3. If you have a calculator with a pi button on it, this is a graphing calculator that does have a pi on it. I will use that, so it'll be second pi. And then from there, it's just a matter of typing in, multiply by your other dimensions. It was 9.5, and then our height was 16.8. So just remember that 1/3 is just simply 1 divided by 3. We'll multiply by 9.5 squared, multiply by 16.8, and we find out, or we have a volume of 1,587.76. We'd round this to 1,587.8 cubic millimeters. I'd like you to try the last one on your own. Just be careful with our information here. We have a diameter of 28 meters. We have a height of 48 meters. And we have a slant height of 50 meters. Check the completed notes when you're done.